past across New England. The keeper of the lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium. Sounding that fall bell and signaling it is time for football in Foxborough. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New England Patriots. Andres Borregales ready to get us started. And we're off from Foxborough. Dylan Lowry on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So now head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness that you have.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. The sneak at Smith. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a game 2.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First down now, ball at the 33. Give up the guts. It's Jeanty. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to Jeanty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Smith on 3rd and short. It's complete. This is Bowers. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Getting 25 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On first down, Jeanty. And he's caught after a game about 2. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Play action. Here's Smith. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another Las Vegas
to a nice route and catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Jensen. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground. Now he is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Now Smith. Dialing up a receiver screen.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. They were Johnny on the spot.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's third and goal. Trying to get in with the option. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up fourth and goal. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Patriots is hurt. Going to need some help out there. So now on fourth down, the Raiders electing to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
How well they were eating up yards and first downs. You know that kicker want to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Javon Baker on the return. Escapes a defender. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Kate, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he stopped quickly here, 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. May now from the gun. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 43. This is Stevenson, heading right. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. It's an early lead for the Raiders. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They have second down and 5. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
that. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Patriots punt team coming out with former sixth-rounder Bryce Berringer to do the honors. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I call it about the 12-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. That's caught by Jack Besh. Did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. From the gun, Smith. Cook connect right side. It's incomplete. They've been perfect to that point on the drive-by. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Smith to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets up past the 20. This is going to come to an end right on the 32-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Straight ahead with Genty. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Not through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. They said with that sack in mind, Brock, we all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
The play fake, now Smith to throw. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. They give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up third and very short.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Smith looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking Myers, and he's got it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Give him 5 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, here's Smith. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
And that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback. The receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Only worried about the length of the football. Maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. And off to Genty. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 8 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kent, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. He gets forward, that's about 4 yards. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Smith. That won't be caught out right. It's incomplete. Not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Gillette after this. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Out to his right, and it's a screen. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Carlson's kick is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, this is Baker. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New England taking the field. Its 2nd series of the game coming up. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a kick by Stevenson. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Going out route complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Stevenson makes the catch. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England in 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Here's May. He finds Stevenson out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. To the air yet again, May. Henry on the catch. They haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Now it's Andres Morrigalis to try the Patriots field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash.
38-yard attempt.
Gallis connects. And that cuts the lead in half. Down to 3.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
35-yard run.
One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. His final shot and a half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Carlson, all set now for the kickoff. Antonio Gibson now to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through. Get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. May out the play fake. Well, left side cut by Douglas. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, they need 7. Going play action, May. Ran it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. No throw, 3rd and long. He's got one on the slant. And he'll be taken down after advancing this to the 37. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And play to Diggs out left. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. It creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. The give inside to Stevenson. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
I I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results in first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now. They send a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. It's on the turn. The ball's out. He lost it. This is going to be Raiders football.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down. I'll tell you what you're not trying to do ever is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively,
while a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
but you know what I like here, and I do appreciate these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. So they managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Down he goes. Raiders got it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. So Reed, they'll get it to Genty. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Gets this one to Myers. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing from behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. On the option, it's Genty. Pushing it out past the 30. He runs it up to midfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Another give here to Genty. No big play this time, Brock. That stop made right at the line of scrimmage. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Smith. This Genty underneath. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Give on third and Mostert. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. So we're through 3 here. It's the Raiders' ball. A chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. Now the Raiders ready for the punts, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First down, May. Jump off cover, he's back. He's first down bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On the gun, it's May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it back in its mark at the 38. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Shotgun give here to Genty. Dodge the tackle. He's going to get forward for about 7 on that run. It's second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. It gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Genty from the gun. Working it down to the 24-yard line. That one gains 7. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. That's complete to Bowers outright. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's Genty running right. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, that's when the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Giving this to Gente. Jukes away from one. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up second and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Man in motion here. Here's another for him. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game.
13. Patriots 3.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
Kickoff for Las Vegas.
On the return, this is Baker. He spins right by him. The New England offense running out now. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Patriots lining up. It's first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. He can run it. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down throw for May. Deep shot doesn't quite work out, so that's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you're throwing in coverage too many times, you'll get more interceptions.
Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots down by 10. Nickel set here from the Raiders. Third down. May now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Again, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. Shoots another one. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first and 3. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
First and 10.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Here's May again. Gets him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Catch is made in close. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense in position now. It's first and goal. In the red zone, on first. And then screen for Stevenson. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Throwing again, it's May. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope that we left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains, their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal to tie this game in the 4th.
Patriots 10.
As we approach the final half-minute of play, their comeback coach resting on recovering this kick. And the Raiders able to cover up the onside try. That seals up this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They're headed out now defending not a 2-score lead, just a field goal advantage here. So wondering, Brock, is that going to affect how they approach a chance at closing this one out?
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I think if it's a 2-score game, it's run, 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 take every second off and punt that ball. Not now. Now you've got to get to the plays that you trust and believe in the most.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Quarterback run here. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you You hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Alright guys, the Raiders shockingly won 13-10 over the Patriots. I'll be doing another one after this uploads, so please like, subscribe. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.